Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So today we've got a new blend that we're trying. Not going to tell you exactly what it is because it's still a surprise to Nathan. But I did want to take a second or two to talk to you about some pipes we picked up at the Chicago Pipe Show. And these are Fiamma di Re pipes. And Fiamma di Re pipes are made by Andrea Pescucci. Now, not to be confused with Mario Pescucci, who also makes pipes in the same area. I was talking to Andrea, and he said basically that Pescucci is like a name like in America would be like Smith. You know, they're a very, very popular name in Italy. So anyway, made by Andrea Pescucci, and also his son Enrico Pescucci is apprenticing under him, yeah. His guidance. And I know that Andrea had worked for Maestro de Paia for a while.
Yeah.
In the Pesaro area, that's where he lives, and so has got a lot of pipe making under his wing. So before I show you these pipes, I just wanted to say that, you know, we met these guys at Chicago Pipe Show, and what just compassion.
Genuine.
And yes, genuine, absolutely a love for the art of pipe making. And we're just gentlemen throughout the whole
trip.
The whole trip. We got spent a lot of time with them and enjoyed our time very much with them. One of the things that I noticed about his work is that he brings old style Italian carving, pipe carving, into the new age.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, these standard traditional pipe shapes that are that kind of identify as Italian pipes, and puts his own twist and modernization to them, and they're just incredible works of art.
Yeah.
They're very beautiful. Couple of places that you can find his work is on Le Pipe, LEPIPE.it, bolitopipe.com, and tabacceriacorti.com. Those are just some websites that they have their work on. Of course, they have their own website that you can see their galleries and stuff like that. Fiammadire.it. I'll put all these in the description so that you guys can go to their sites and look at their pipes. But just incredible pieces of work. I've got several pipes that I picked up from them at the show. I'll show you those pictures of them here at the end of the video. You probably already seen them if you looked at my Chicago recap video. But these are very unique pipes. If you want to talk about it just a little bit.
Yeah. So the thing about them that really drew us to him was this was something new that he was trying. It's of course, as you guys can see, it's a reverse calabash design. But the real thing that's the most inventive thing, and you can probably see it easier on my pipe than you can Dad's, is because the button cap is a little different color. But it unscrews. He has adhered threads, metal threads, to both the inside and the outside of that cap. And what this is it's a moisture catching cap. So there's a hole that goes all the way to the bottom of the bowl. The smoke and the moisture come out and sit in the dish, and then there's another entry hole on the inside of the pipe, and it just pulls in. So the smoke actually circulates around the bowl before it goes up and into the pipe.
It's an interesting
concept.
It's
an incredibly interesting concept.
For reverse calabash.
Yeah.
I mean, yours is a kind of a wire brushed, sandblasted finish on it with a nice little boxwood on it. And it's got their Fiamma di Re logo on the stem in sterling silver. But it's just an incredible design, and sort of a volcano kind of shape. Very modern, in my opinion.
Yes,
Very
yeah.
modern look. And some people, they don't care for that kind of
Look, yeah.
style, but I found it very interesting. And so we're going to smoke these with our tobacco today. Mine's going to be its maiden voyage. I'm actually smoking this for the first time. And Nathan, I know you've smoked yours several times
Yes.
since then.
Yes,
So,
I have.
all right. So today, guys, we are going to try for you for the first time. This is our first impression on this, and this is going to be Wessex Red Virginia Flake. Okay, so we're going to load our pipes up, and then we'll get back to you here in a second. Okay, so we've got our pipes loaded and lit, and so now let's talk about the blend a little bit. This is made by Wessex. It's actually a Coal House and Cop product, which means it's made in Germany.
Yep.
Straight red Virginias. That's all that's in this. There is a topping in tobacco reviews. It says that the topping is other. I think it's maybe like a wine topping or a red wine vinegar topping, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it comes in a flake. It's 50-gram tins. It is available, but it is hard to find because Wessex products, a lot of the Coal House Cop stuff is hard to get.
Yeah, it's starting to turn harder. It's getting harder than like Samuel Gowith and products like that. It's getting much harder to get that stuff.
Strength on this one is moderate. The taste on this is moderate. So let's talk about this one and see what we've got. Let's talk about the tin note first. I'll tell you what, the draw on this pipe is incredible.
Yeah, it's so soft. It's so easy. Right there, right when I heard Wessex and I was like, okay, I don't think I've tried this one. I was excited about it. Right at the tin note, that was the Coal House and Cop Red Virginia smell that's going on right there. It is incredibly tangy. There's that grassy note. We were talking about it. The citrus. We'd open the jar and just sit it, and we can smell that lemony citrus coming through. I mean, it is one of my favorite smells on a tin note when it comes to the Red Virginias. They just do something so different with it that only a couple other companies are seeming to do really well with, and this is one of them.
Yeah, this is a very good example of what Red Virginias will taste like. The tin note on this is beautiful. It's got a red wine vinegar kind of smell. It's got a little bit of citrus in there. It's got a little bit of the grassy hay. Hardly any spice at all. And there's a sweetness in there too, almost like a sugar topping of some sort. Like a simple syrup.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has that on there or not.
Yeah.
But there is a sweetness coming off of that.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And the flake is, the way they have the flake is awesome.
Yeah, they've got this in folded, so your flakes are 8 to 10 inches long.
They're pretty sizable.
And then they fold them over and pack them in the tin.
Yeah, they roll them up like that.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool the way they've got it presented. The colors in this thing is just is incredible, but the smell, gosh, that smell. That is such a beautiful smell. I really enjoy that tin note. That's one of the best tin notes on a Virginia.
It is.
I've had.
It is. I mean, they're doing it right. They're doing it right. I wish it was easier to get their products, but they're doing it right. I mean, those Virginia smells are, to me, perfect. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, we may have to call up LJ Peretti and see if they've got any more
how many more Coal House Cop stuff they have and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so the great tin note. Tin note on this is fantastic. You guys will love it. All right, let's talk about the taste then. What are we getting out of the taste?
So, I will say this. The pipe that we chose to smoke does change the flavor to me. I would love to see what this tastes like in a traditional style pipe.
And a smaller bowl.
In a smaller bowl and something as well. But like for this particular smoke, it has that little red wine tang to it, that little red wine vinegar tang to it that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The grassiness comes through almost immediately. There's those really good tangy flavors that are just really pushing through. The reason I say I'm not saying anything negative about it. This pipe is incredibly good at cooling the smoke.
The pipe is not even getting hot.
Yeah, the pipe doesn't get hot. I know this because this is your first time smoking this, but I know I've smoked the same smoke in this pipe and in other pipes and all kinds of things like that. So I know what this pipe can do to a smoke, and it just takes it takes all the hate and like the meanness out of a smoke that could be there, and it just pushes it out of the door. It is so smooth.
Yeah.
It is so soft. It is so mellow. It really is a sipper's dream when it comes to these pipes, for me.
Yeah. This is a great pipe. A great pipe. Some of the things that I'm tasting, the sweetness is not as strong in the flavor as it is in the nose. But you do get a little bit of that vinegary red wine essence. Definitely the grassy hay in there.
Yeah.
Definitely some citrus in there. I don't get very much spice taste at all. That's pretty subdued, which I like, especially in a red. Boy, there's an essence of dark chocolate in here. There's an essence of dark fruit in here.
And a little bit of that syrupiness that you were talking about, too, right there at the end. That just kind of makes it, that last exhale, that little sweetness right there at the end.
Yeah. Yep. It's bready.
I still think the pipe is doing us a lot of favors with this smoke, though, too. So I'm not going to say that the smoke is as amazing as it is probably in any other pipe, because I know this pipe does an amazing job of just tampering and maturing a smoke. It's almost like it adds a year or two to the age of the tobacco, just because of how soft and how calm and how mixed the flavors are coming in, because as they're coming out, they're actually going in here. The smoke is going in here in the bowl, and they're mixing together even more, being even more concentrated until they come up and out.
Well, it's doing a great job of removing the moisture, for sure. And you know, Virginia smoke hot for me, and I'm not getting any kind of zing on my tongue at all.
You know, out of all the pipes we got, 3 of them are my favorite, and this is one of those 3.
Yeah, this is a great pipe. The sweetness that I'm getting is almost like a brown sugar in here.
Yeah, like a very dark sweetness.
Of course, you get the earthiness and the tanginess from the reds that you would normally get. I don't think there's anything just exotic or special about this. I think this is just a great, straightforward red smoke.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting, and it's really, really pleasing. I like it a lot.
Yeah, this is doing exactly what I think Coalhouse and Kopp does best with their red Virginias, which is just let them shine. Let them do what they do. This is a phenomenally good smoke.
No frills, but a good all-day smoke. Yep. What do you think about the room note on this?
It's a tolerable room note. It's a smoke. It's a Virginia room note.
Yeah.
It smells more like tobacco and smoke than it does any floral or anything like that. That's where you lose the smells and the grassiness and the tin notes. You lose the smell when it comes in the room note. And it's a tolerable room note. If you're a smoker, you're going to be okay.
You know, smoking this for the first time, it's difficult to kind of tell what the room note is. But I could see where it would be kind of a tobacco-y, smoky kind of room note on this. Yeah. The moisture level on this I felt was just a slightly dry. Not bad, but it was ready to smoke.
Yeah, right out of the tin, it was ready to go. I mean, your flakes are. I think maybe that's what we were doing was we were expecting it to be a little more moist because it was a flake, and it wasn't. It was ready to break apart very, very easily.
And it broke apart, yeah, really easily. Yeah, yeah. What about nicotine?
This is an all-day smoke, so I'm going to go anywhere from a bit above mild, but not quite up to moderate or medium. It's right there in the middle on both of them.
For me, it's moderate. Yeah, for me, it's moderate. It's not anything to knock you down.
No, no, no. This is an all-day smoker.
Yep. A couple of things about this one. It's burning really well once you get it going. This particular pipe, you warned me.
I did. I gave you a heads up. It takes a bit to get it going because there's so much smoke inside of this. As much as like, just to show you guys, there is one thing. The minute I pull this cap off, you're going to see all the smoke will also come out of that bottom too.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
So that's what I'm telling you guys is that smoke sits there and
Kinda
concentrates.
kind of
lets it come together a little more completely before it gets to you. So yeah, I did give you a heads up. The pipe does take a little bit to get it going. Once you get it going though, it's running like a steam engine.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's not a complex flavor. It's pretty simple, but it's good. I think I mentioned this earlier. This is a good introductory to red Virginias. I think if you really want to get the essence of what reds can do, this
is perfect
this
for
is
you
it.
guys. Yeah.
I'm not getting any moisture out of this, but simply because it's a reverse calabash and but it is a dry, cool smoke all the way through. To get it going, I needed more relights than normal, but yeah, it's still once it got going, it was pretty good. Yeah, they're really nice. Comes in 50-gram tins when you can find it. It's anywhere between $12.50 and $15 for that tin. So
par for the course for their product.
yeah, I almost debated whether I wanted to just sell her this and try it at a later date, but I'm glad I cracked it open. We bought this at LJ Peretti's back in January, when I went there in January.
Oh yeah, up in Boston. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been sitting for 6-7 months right now, but I don't. The new tins that Laudisi sticks on them, because Laudisi is their distributor now, doesn't have a date code on it, so you don't really get to see
when.
Yeah. So that's the bad part about it. I really feel strongly about this that you guys need to try this. This is a great smoke.
Yep. It's definitely got that good red Virginia feel, that good red Virginia taste, and it's one of those ones where, yeah, if you're wanting to get into and understand the nice flavors that a straight red Virginia can go, this is a good place to start. This is a very good place to start.
Yep, this was a winner. I like that, and this pipe is incredible. Yeah,
I'm telling you, part of the things that I think we like this smoke so much as well is also because the pipe is really, really helping us.
Yeah. And we had a great time with the Pescucci's, with sharing all the different pipes that they had and everything.
Hearing the stories of him and working for Maestro de Paya and all that stuff too. I mean, that was all a lot of history in that, because he's been making pipes for, I think he said
30 years.
Yeah, over 30 years.
Yeah. So and the other thing is that I went online today and looked at prices.
He's still comparable?
Oh, he's affordable, man.
Yeah.
Super affordable. He's got some pipes that are less than 200 euro. All the way. I think the most expensive one I saw was less than 300 euro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got some really beautiful pipes. I mean, I bought one of the Turandot.
That's right.
Pipes that was expensive, but it was a collector's piece, So But anyway, yeah, you guys hit their websites. Go to those online sites that carry this Fiamma de Rey.
Yep.
You're going to find something you like, and you're not going to regret it, because once you smoke it, it'll be one of your favorite smoking pipes.
It is. It is one of my favorites.
All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for you this week. Don't forget that we do have tobacco tasters coming up at the end of this month.
Yep.
And we are doing the Country Squires Tidewater.
Yeah.
So get your order placed and try that with us and see what you think. That's another straight Virginia that has a little bit of a topping on it, but really is a good summer smoke. So I hope you guys try get some of that and try it and enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, guys, that's all we've got for you today. Don't forget,
Make all your piping moments count.
we'll see you next time. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I just wanted to take a second to kind of show you this Fiamma de Rey reverse calabash that we were talking about. Of course, the stem material is ebonite. It's got that silver crown on it from Fiamma de Rey. Fiamma de Rey means flame of the king. This is a boxwood accent. The stem comes off fairly easily. Still kind of has a little bit of tightness there. But what I like is that accent actually is part of the pipe stem rather than here on the end of the pipe, so that there's less chances of it breaking. This one is a straight grain volcano smooth. It's got some nice little bird's eye on the bottom of it, but this is the chamber that we were talking about. Of course, you can see down in there where the bowl is pretty deep, and then this unscrews, and so what you've got here is the hole that goes straight down into the calabash part of it, or the reverse calabash part of it. Water collects right here, moisture collects right here. The smoke kind of goes all around, and then in the back here, I don't know if you can see that. It's difficult without a good light, but there is a hole back there that you can kind of see it that way, that goes into the stem of the pipe, and that's where the smoke draws through the stem. Really ingenious kind of design, and it smokes wonderfully. Really love this pipe. There's also a few others that we got while we were in Chicago from Fiamma de Rey. This one's a nice sand blasted. You can see the kind of the ring grain all the way around. It has silver accent right here. Kind of a military mount. Not exactly like a military mount, but it looks like that, with that nice silver accent. I haven't smoked this one yet. To me, this is kind of a typical Italian pipe. Also had another one where this is also kind of a typical Italian pipe, a big egg ball kind of right there. This is from their Celtica line, which is one of their lines that is a sandblasted. Look at this ring grade, the ring blast all the way around. That's really cool. Beautiful pipe. I haven't smoked this one either. And then finally, this smooth. He calls this the Turandot from the Puccini opera Turandot. And this one was called the Princess. It's supposed to kind of resemble a knife. Here's the hilt and the scabbard. Nice, smooth. So I mean, these are really beautiful pipes, and like I said, you can see these on their website or on some of the other Italian websites. I've bought pipes from all of these and I've listed them in the description. But I've bought pipes from all of these places, and delivery is very good. Prices are fair. Shipping's not extremely expensive. I just think it's a safe place to buy, and you get some really nice Italian pipes.